just another day working for Jeff Bezos. Just kidding. I don't really work for him, kind of, sort of. Anyways, we're back to talk about Survivor.
Episode 4. What another amazing episode, because
freaking living for it, like living.
I will say I was not happy with who went home last episode.
I'm still upset about it.
But I still think that it was a good episode. Objectively, like it had a bunch of action, a bunch of drama, a surprise twist on who was going home.
Yeah, through a loop.
Here's the thing. I'm kind of wondering if Shan is really this mastermind who's like coming up with like these things, or if she's just making these decisions and it's like working out. Does that make sense?
Yes. Is she getting lucky, or is she a mastermind?
It's like, okay, last week, why would you get rid of Brad? Because then this week she's like, Ricard's my number one confidant, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? That's not what you were saying last week, but okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that being the thing. Maybe I missed that.
And like, you could have taken his power last week and kept the immunity idol in play with someone who trusted you. But
so then part of me goes, no, I think you're just getting a little lucky,
Yeah, we'll see.
There's some other
how she,
I think, would have been smarter, but
we'll see how she manages the merge. I don't know when that happens exactly. I've never seen Survivor, but like obviously a merge is gonna happen.
It's over here, so that's also why I can't say for sure is she doing the right thing or not, because I don't really know all the rules or what normally happens, where I would say that just based off of not knowing and watching. I disagree with some things, but I was happy with what she did this week, and I was kind of nervous she might not do it. So we can get to all that.
Yeah, I will say Team Uwa is not in a good position right now, because now they have 3 people. Luvu has lost no one, right? And Yasa's lost 2.
Yeah, I think
so.
Or just 1. Yeah, no, Uwa, it's not
looking good. Like they're getting a lot of screen time. So
yeah, things are not really going in their favor, but we'll see.
But like kind of in a way, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, I don't want to give him the credit, but I feel like Ricard is in the best position because he's the one not making the decisions, but he's going along with it and is aligned with the person doing it. So like
going the way that he wants it to go without him really having to do anything, no blood, no nothing. But he's still,
I just don't get why they're not like talking about going after him. Like what?
At all. Not even a little bit. Like they're like,
especially like this. We'll get into it, but first we need to divert a little bit for Team Luvu, because Yasa is really not in this episode. I'm not gonna like, they won immunity, like they're fine.
Woo,
whatever.
That's
Did they lose? No, they won the reward also, which I forgot what the reward was. The fish. That's really all we need to know about Yasa.
That's about it for them this episode.
Luvu, we started off with some drama, which I thought was going to lead to a possible elimination.
Yeah.
During the reward challenge, where they kind of had to like throw the ball up on like a ramp. And it was kind of remind me of like the Big Brother one where you had to roll it up and like catch it. You had to like go through like these ropes and like catch the ball. And then you eventually had to like throw it up and like balance a few. Every other team, so Yasa and Uwa, did it pretty easily. Not Tiffany. Heather could not get the ball over and like make it in time to catch it. And she just completely, she didn't give up. I will say like
she was
determined.
She was determined to keep trying, but
it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, it was rough. It was hard to watch.
It was really hard to watch, especially since her team was so supportive. I feel like it's almost harder when like you fail and like you have people saying like you did fine.
And you're like, I feel like lying to me. Don't be so nice to me. That's just because our personalities are like that. Not everyone feels that way. Some people actually do like the encouragement. They're not weirdos like us that can't take human emotion.
But
for
Heather,
me, I'm like...
Heather basically was, I don't think it was coming off in like, oh, pity me way. It was like she
Nope.
genuinely was like, I let my team down. And
Yeah,
like,
no, it came across very genuine. Just, I'm very disappointed in myself, and I feel so bad because I let everybody else down. Like, that's,
yeah.
it truly didn't come across like a victim moment or a woe is me. It was really genuine.
However, that's pretty much where Heather's sob story, I guess, ends, because it was just the reward challenge. So like, I think
Yeah,
they may have lost their like flint or some, I don't really know how that works. They like get
I
something
think
taken away.
they just didn't get anything. I don't think anything was
Okay.
taken away. No, I think it's just like one of those. It's almost like the the challenges or the
I think
that
it's the immunity challenge where you lose like stuff.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was just like an extra thing.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, this is now the third time in a row Uwa has lost at an immunity challenge. That's bad. Anyway,
It's not a good look.
Luvu starts to have some drama with one, what's her name? The girl that they were trying to get thrown in. And like they were gonna vote out at elimination.
Oh,
Does it start with a K? Erica. Is that it?
Yeah.
They basically, Erica was, I guess, talking about throwing some people under the bus on Luvu. And Deshawn and Danny, basically, mainly Deshawn, came up with an idea of throwing the immunity challenge.
They could get rid of
her. And getting rid of her. However, one little problem, Nasir being a comp beast, like even
save a hoe when we didn't want to save this hoe.
It reminds me of when Christine and Donnie were paired together during a battle of the block, and Christine was like literally giving blocks to the other team, and Donnie still somehow won.
Yeah, everyone's
like everyone was like, how I'm literally actively going against my partner and he still somehow won. Like they were, and like obviously you can't be too obvious because everyone's like, watching. Deshawn tried. I honestly thought that Deshawn was going to throw it. At the last stage of the immunity challenge, you have to throw like these rings. And I thought he was going to stay there the whole time. And then he threw a ring and it like bounced off. And as soon as he stepped off, Nasir was like, and he was like, you're out. I'm doing this. Like, and I honestly, I give credit to Nasir. He may not be the smartest.
but he tries really hard.
He's amazing at the immunity challenges. I just think he's still trying to grapple the social aspect and the like keeping stuff to yourself and like trusting certain people and not just like telling everyone. But Erica was basically in the dark because she thought everyone was on the same page of wanting to get out. Is it not Amanda?
Ashley? Is it Ashley?
I'm forgetting the names, but
names are rough over here.
Basically they win the immunity challenge.
Yeah, so she got lucky. It came down to JD in this year and it was close.
Yeah, Xander obviously once again kills the immunity challenge. So one thing I will say about Yasa, Xander was on the chopping block like week 1 or 2 after he won.
He's still kicking. And
I think because he is so valuable in the immunity challenges, they probably have changed their minds on getting rid of him. But we will see.
It hasn't even been an option. He hasn't allowed it to be an option for them to go for him.
I will say they got rid of Brad and Uwa lost. I will say.
I mean, it's just,
And now you got rid of JD, which like, I guess he was more of a hindrance than like a help. But like, okay, you have Jeannie, Ricard, and Shan against.
Yeah, they're not going to win.
Like, they're not going to win. Like, I'm sorry. But if they do, it'll be like.
A miracle.
No, they have 3 people.
They're not going to win.
They're going to get eaten alive. But I'm excited now.
Probably.
I don't know, actually. I feel like if Ricard is as smart as I think he is, because obviously I don't think he's showing all his cards right now.
No, I think
Again,
you're right.
I'm not a huge fan, but I do think the smartest thing to do would be to throw the immunity challenge and get rid of Shan. But
she's running that shit.
She is running it, and Ricard's not stepping in her way at all. And in fact, I think he knows what he's doing in terms of like, I feel like he's going to be more able to smooth things over with Jeannie than Shan will. But at the same time, Shan's getting rid of her enemies. So I really don't know. It's a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
So recapping just the tribal council, and like the pre-drama. Originally, it was pretty much dead set. As soon as the episode came on, we see Jeannie, you know, like, you guys are doing your own food. Like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Like,
she was pissed.
Shan and Ricard had the audacity to be mad at her for some reason when she wasn't included in the plan. So like,
they're like, but you're here. She's like,
you wrote my name down. It's like, okay, cool.
And then Shan decides this is a smart time to let Jeannie know that Brad didn't tell her everything. But in turn, when I say that, now I let JD know that I didn't tell him everything. And
and that's when I was like, Shan is not as smart as it's a sloppy play.
She should have
pulled Jeannie aside and not done it in front of JD. Because I don't think Jeannie, first off, JD didn't trust Jeannie because JD ran everything he told Jeannie and everything Jeannie told him to Shan and Ricard because he's trying to stay. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like it should have been a very easy, like, Jeannie's going home.
And she like really kind of gave up too, to be honest. She was like, I'm going home.
She didn't even roll the dice. There had to have been some type of conversation. Like,
there had to be, she was dead set on doing it. Like, I might as well.
And then just didn't do it.
And then Shan convinces JD to give her his what thing is it? It's his extra vote or whatever, right?
Yeah. And once again,
he's done.
Should not have even given it to her the first time in episode 3, let alone again. What are you doing it twice for? Someone was saying, like, I think it was on Twitter, everyone was like, you already gave it to her once and she gave it back. That was the whole point. Why are you doing it again? Like, I don't know. It was just like a weird, like,
that hard for her to get him to do it. It wasn't.
I'm like, if anything, after Shan didn't tell you about the whole Brad situation, I would have been like, what power am I giving you? I'm sorry. Like,
and that's why he deserves what he got. She was smart. I wasn't sure if she was really going to do it, but she said, now is my time to cut him. I got this from him. He's dumb enough to give it to me. He's got to go. And that's what happened.
And no real confrontation either. And they basically, there wasn't a lot of emotions versus last week where she was like, I really like JD, blah, blah, blah. This week, you're out. Goodbye.
Yeah.
No reason at all. They were just like, we love you. He's like, you're not going to tell me why. They're like, bye, we love you.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Yeah. But that was pretty much it. It was a great episode.
It was amazing. I am looking forward to next week. Like, we're still getting used to what this whole show is. So I don't know what
the names.
Expect. Oh my God, yeah. But so I don't know what to expect. They just keep getting better. We were talking about it. Every episode I feel like is better and better. I'm freaking loving it. If you want to keep up with how much better and better it gets, or if we get upset about something, you know, you're just really going to need to like, comment, share, subscribe.